Hello, everybody, and welcome to the live trading room recap for Thursday, September the 27th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions for me, you can use this email address, and this is a link to get into our free room. 100% free. You don't have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our trading room. I open the room at around 9 o'clock. That's when I start to share my screen. Get live on the mic about 9:05. I go to 3:30 Mondays to Thursdays and 3 o'clock on Fridays. This is a subscription link. There is a promo code in this email that you're getting 15% off either the first month of a standard or premium or the entire year of a standard or premium subscription. All right, well, let's take a look at some of the things I did. Not terribly active today. Just one second here, trying to get this chart aligned a little bit better. There we go. Still doesn't look that good. Trying to show. Well, anyway, I kept calling it Best Buy, and oh, I know why. Maybe I've got it on history. Just a second. No, that's not the reason. Anyway, okay, there we go. That's better. Sorry about that. So anyway, Bed, Bath, and Beyond. I kept calling it Best Buy and Beyond in the room. Anyway, this had earnings. One of the few companies having earnings. Typically, I don't trade this one because, well, the float is 135 million, so I guess it's not that bad for this sort of a stock. But I just find it doesn't move that much. But I decided to take a stab at this one, and I shorted this one right here. That broke down underneath that whole number. I actually took it in the first 15 minutes. I don't generally do that. And, it gave me not a bad little trade, 1478 and down to 1467. And I took out some more in this area here. Unfortunately, well, for me, I wasn't still in it when it made this nice move down. That would have been an excellent percentage move. But I did take this one under, and we're going to get a lot more earnings plays starting about 3 weeks from now. I think Alcoa AA releases around October 17th, 18th in that area. So that's kind of the unofficial start of earnings season. So we'll get a lot of earnings plays. So I did take that one. This one, unfortunately, drove me crazy. GRFS is another earnings play. And I tried it twice. I tried going long twice on this one, and I got stopped out, I think flat once and for a small loss, and I gave up on it. And then about, oh, I don't know, 2 minutes, 3 minutes later, it did this, But it just sort of frustrated me a little bit. I just got in a couple of times just over that 21, and then it did this. And then, again, this is another earnings play. Not very much volume. Well, actually, the volume's not bad right now, but it's almost probably hit a million by the end of the day. Jern was an interesting one for a lot of us in the room. Didn't turn out to be like a fantastic trade. This had horrible, well, yeah, call it horrible news. Yes. They had a collaboration agreement with Janssen, and Janssen basically said it's over. So consequently, look at this. I mean, it dropped as we speak. It's down 63%. But the drug is still intact, so they'll have to. But the problem is they have to do it on their own, and so a lot of people were looking for a bounce. I mean, it bounced beautifully off that 150. Now I wasn't not in there. Got into this one for the bounce just at 206. Got right in here at 206 and took some out at 222. Tried it again up here and basically got out flat on this move down. So it worked okay on a percentage basis. It was pretty good, but I was obviously really hoping it might get up to the 250s or so. What else do we have here? That's really about it. I've had didn't do too much. Just want to show you one thing that the bouncers and toppers that I was sharing in the room and just sort of isolating, and I can share this with you. You just have to ask me for it. The CPB as an example, okay? So hopefully this is going to show up. I want to just show CPB right here. I don't know what it's done. Yeah, wow. This would have been excellent. I have to bring it. Look at it on the 5-minute chart. I'll show you what I did. So what the bouncers and toppers is doing, it's finding patterns like this. Many, at least I think. Well, let's just break it out and I'll show you. This is the bouncers. Okay, so this is really, I was looking for more for the new 5-minute high. I might even get rid of the new low. But at any rate, this it has to be down at least 5 candles in a row in the 5-minute chart. Got to be, here's the VWAP, the RSI. So it's got to be, in theory, we're talking about, in theory, maybe oversold conditions. Okay? In theory. Just because it's got, all the so-called oversold indicators working doesn't mean it's going to bounce. But, so what I did was, so we saw this right here. So I said, you know what? Here's what we can do. I must have seen it here. I must have taken it right there at 35. And I said, if this does bounce, then you can put a really tight stop on it at 29 and see. I mean, and I actually said in the room, I didn't think it would get much more than this, even if it did. So I took the trade right here just to see. And it did move up a little bit, and I got out flat. And then I literally, as I was starting this video, I said, and then the next thing, if this is a failed bounce, then you could just short it right there. Man, 37.29 goes down to 36.87 very quickly. I mean, this is within 10 minutes. It moves down there. I mean, that's just spectacular. So anyway, this is another way of looking at some of these ways in which either to play reversal or maybe a continuation downtrend. We were looking at, let me just see if CVS, CVS, now this might be bouncing. CVS had the alert there, but it kept moving down, 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 down. Notice how this candle is now starting to narrow. This can, and you get a little bottoming tail there. This can mean, it did bounce. I mean, it did bounce, but it's short-lived. So there's nothing guaranteed, of course. When we're looking for stocks that might reverse, there's nothing guaranteed that they're going to, but at least you get alerted to the fact and you can start watching them. And I don't think you get so many alerts during the day in this that it gets overwhelming. So again, if you want that one, I can certainly share it with you. All right, I want to get back into the room and close this down and bring back the capture program. And again, if you have any questions for me, you can just use this email address. This is a link to get into our free room, 100% free. And I'll open the room tomorrow at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Get live on the mic at about 9:05 after sharing my screen at 9. And that's it. So I hope to see you in the trading room tomorrow. Bye-bye.